Good morning, students. In today's session, we are going to see a topic which are specifically needed in the curriculum of an artificial intelligence. The name of the topic we called as a resolution. So we are going to resolve some kind of proofs which is given for us. As in the previous session, we have seen about how the chaining is being made with the name of forward as well as a backward chaining by using conversion of your first order logic as well as your proposition logic statements. And so in today's session, we will see about the resolution. So already we just see about what is a brief discussion about why we are specifically going for the resolution and what is the problem we faced over in the forward and backward chaining, especially once if you want to make it some kind of a proof in the query. And that kind of query cannot be answered by using a forward and backward chaining, because forward and backward chaining is the representation of the goal as well as the facts. But when I've been give some kind of questions to the system, as we discussed with the Google Assistants in the previous session. So when you are giving some kind of proof of query, that particular moment of time, forward chaining and backward chaining cannot able to use it to apply over there. So to remedy for that particular problem, we have a solution in that. The name of the solution is called as a resolution. So resolution is a refutation technique actually. So whatever the first order logic that the entitlement that we cannot able to have an decide. For example, we just call it some kind of statement that semi-decidable. So any semi-decidable statements can able to resolve by using the form of a resolution actually. So resolution is the one which is giving us a proof for it. Okay, when some kind of questions which I given as a query for it. Okay, so that kind of queries and all will be received by the resolution and take it to different kinds of protocols, like whatever we applied in the forward and backward chaining. We will not directly go to the forward and backward chaining. So initial step, what we done it in the sense, we will take it the statement and we know what is the proof is available, especially when we talk about the forward chaining. Then we started to do about the first order logic statements. After converting to the first order logic statement, then we just go for different kinds of facts which we are having with us. Then we substituted that fact, or we are applying some kind of logical connectivity for the facts. Then we reach the goal. So this is what the attainment that we made it in the forward and backward chaining. The same way, when you are taking some kind of statements over here, our objective is we want to convert that statement to first order logic statements, or some kind of statements, or the direct statement which is given as a declarative statement, which what we call as a propositional statement. So it will combine of both propositional and first order logic statements. So we want to convert to the form where the system can able to understand. So where actually resolution is stands over it. See, whenever I'm just coming with some kind of questions, or whenever I've been coming with some kind of an proof. So the question is, instead of going for identifying the different kinds of facts and identifying the sub goals, everything, I can take the negotiation of the statements, and using the negotiation of the statement, I can able to identify whether the actual statement, whatever the input is going to given, or whatever the output I'm going to avail over it, is it right or not. So this is one of the smart technique which is identify one of the mathematicians with the name of resolution. This is what we called as a refutation techniques, or we called as a proof of contradiction. So let we go for the introduction part and see what is the detail related to the resolution. So resolution is a theorem proving technique that proceeds by building and refutation proofs. So generally identify what is a refutation proofs. That is a representation of a contradiction proofs. For example, I am putting a statement that Karthik like ice creams. So I just want to identify Karthik is not like the ice creams. If I able to prove that the Karthik will not like the ice creams, okay, then the statement what actually I want to prove it, is it not right actually. If I'm not able to prove that particular statement, what the statement is being concluded, that is right. So this is one of the smartest technique which has been applied with the name of theorem proving, okay, which is developed by a mathematician known as John Allen Robinson in the year of 1965 actually. So this is one of the technique which has been applied for different kinds of applications, like it may be applied for an automated theorem, or it may be applied for a circuit theory actually, which is an interdisciplinary action related to our department actually. So resolution is a rule of inferences which refutations techniques for the sentence in SPL and as well as in FOL. So that's why I just told resolution is a common one which has been applied for both proposition logic statement as well as your first order logic statement, because some statements are the declarative statement which what we called as a direct statement, and some statements we called as a first order logic statements actually. So for both the statements, we will apply the resolution method, which containing various of statements to prove the conclusion of those statement what we are actually having over it. So when you want to do all these resolutions, actually very simply you can understand that I'm just giving one query to you, see whether the person is likes ice creams or not. So what actually the forward and backward chaining will do? The forward and backward chaining will do what are all the facts or the sub goals that may be a forward or backward chaining. You can take it in any aspects as per your understanding methodology. Okay. So once if you take that particular one, I am just identifying different kinds of facts actually. And after identifying the facts, I'm concluding the proof. This is the one way of a representation to be available. What resolution is doing? See, instead of going for the facts that you are going to be attained, let identify what is the opposite representation of the proof what we are going to make it over in the presentation, especially the contradiction statement, which what we called as a refutation proof actually. So take that particular proof and make it to identify that proof can able to prove or not. Okay, and make it that proof to be prove or not. If you are not able to prove that particular one, okay, then we can identify what is the proof that you are coming to say over it, that the Karthik likes ice cream or Anbarasan like ice cream. So the statement whatever you are concluding, that is right actually. So that is what the representation of a resolution. So once the resolution want to do all this activity, there are different kinds of protocols that you need to that you need to identify. Out of that, one kind of protocol that to be applied is known as an unification. So what is the main objective of the unification? See, when you are applying different kinds of statements, there is an one specific things to be made in this known as substitution. For example, I'm just writing a statement, criminal of X. Already we generate in forward and backward chaining. Criminal of X actually. So X is going to be substituted by Robert. So this substitution is going to be, so once why the substitution is being made, and when there is a unification of the statement is available. What is the unification of the statement? When there are two different logical atomic expressions available which are identical, then we can go for substitution. So because the statement here one is having is in criminal of X, another statement is mentioning about the criminal of Robert. So I can able to understand that the X is going to be replaced by the Robert actually. Okay, so what happened? Now the statement will get some kind of meaningful statement where the variable is going to be substituted. So the variable X is going to be substituted by the constant name known as Robert over there. So thereby I can able to conclude that Robert is a criminal. So this kind of substitution method can be applied. The name of the substitution method, especially in the proof of resolution, that be done by one of the technique which what we call as an unification. So unification is one of the primary part of the resolution, especially when you are taking statements which connecting with logical connectivities, especially that particular moment of time we want to substitute the variable with the name of the constant what you are going to apply over it. For example, I'm just writing likes of X comma ice cream. So X likes ice cream. So who is that X? The X may be Karthik, the X may be any other person in the class. Okay, so when I've been doing this substitution, then I need an unique statement like that. So for example, I'm having one statement is likes of X comma ice cream, and another statement I'm just having likes of Karthik comma ice cream. So these two statements will go for an logical atomic expression which is to be identical. If it is not identical, then we cannot able to go for substitution. So what I'm going to do in the sense that Karthik is going to be substituted with the name of X, so that the two statements will be compromised, whether I can go for substitution and further I can go for some kind of proof for the resolutions. So unification is one of the key concept in the proof of a resolution. That is the primary one that we will do it. That especially after converting to the first order logic statements, we will apply the variables or we apply some of the proofs whatever available with our hand, then we will apply to the statements. So unification, without unification we cannot able to conclude the concepts of the resolution especially. That is why the statement is given very clearly that unification is a key concept in the proof by resolution. Okay, and the statement also clearly mentioned about what is unification. It is a process of making two different logical atomic expressions identical by finding a substitutions. So that's what the statement and the explanation that's I given now actually. Let me go to the next level. That is, what are all the rules that we followed to attain the resolution? That is very important. Because when you are framing the rules, okay, because rules is a one which we able to know the way where we can able to attain the proof of concept, especially this is a theorem proofing. So resolution rule in proposition logic statement is a single valid inferences rule that produce a new class implied by the two classes containing a complementary literals. So here the new term is being applied known as a literals. that is what we call as a variables. Okay. See, whenever you are coming for the resolution, there is some kind of compromisation should be done with the statements. So what is the meaning of this compromisation? For example, you can see the statement which I given at the left hand side. P implies Q, comma P. Therefore, I am just going to conclude the Q. This is the proof which has been available over here. So what kind of proof available over here? This proof is going to be taken to an equivalent. Already I just told, especially when you go for the first order logic statement, there is a possibility that you can write the statement in more than one form. Okay, that whatever the example I just told about for all x or there exists, you can able to take it these two statements to be equally written over once if you are applying some kind of negotiation symbol. So the same thing is happen over here. So what is here to be concluded over the sense P implies Q. So P implication Q, this P implication Q can also be written as not of P disjunction, which what we call as an or Q, comma the proof of P which implies Q. So the P implies Q can also be written as negotiation of P followed by the distinction which what we called as an or and followed by the Q. So the first part will be called it as a P and second part will be called it as a Q. So the implication can also be derived with the name of two kinds of an logical connectivities will able to compromise that implication, which what we called as an equivalent statements. One is a negotiation statement followed by the distinction statement. Sir, why we want to write this particular? What is the differentiated actually? Why specifically the P implies Q should be written in the form of not of P or Q comma P, which implies Q. Okay, see why we are writing this particular statement in the sense, especially when you go for resolution, one particular thing I just told, unification is a primary role in the resolution, especially you go for substitution. So once if you go for a substitution, then we need to have three kinds of logical connectivity will be applied, or three kinds of logical connectivity we can able to applicable. One is your negotiation, second one is your conjunction, and third one is your disjunction. So these three symbols are acceptable once if you are going for substitution of any kind of a first order logic statement. So what we are going to know in the sense, the first order logic statements anyway it is going to be written with the name of implication as well as a biconditional statements, but the resolution will not able to take it the statements what we called as an implication as well as a biconditional statement. But anyway, we cannot able to delete that particular proof. But that the proof whatever we are going to prove with the name of implication as well as the biconditional statements, the same thing can able to attain by using some kind of logical connectivity. That is what the equivalent statement that I just written over here. So you can see that P implies Q can also be written as not of P or Q. So why I am being specifically taking the intention on this particular area in the sense, see, our protocol to take it to the resolution is first you want to convert it to the first order logic statement. But once you convert into the first order logic statement, especially we have an implication. So once if you go for the implication, that particular moment of time, the resolution cannot able to attain over in the implication. So we want to convert that statement to this particular form, which what we called as a CNF that we will see in the forthcoming sessions. But before going to the forthcoming session, let me see some of the example, what exactly that we want to do. For example, the proof is asking over that John likes peanuts. This is a statement that I want to prove. So this is one of the statement. Okay, and there will be some of the subsequent statements will be available. Based on the subsequent statement, then I can come to convert it to the first order logic statement. But what resolution says? Because resolution is in refutation techniques, which what we want to take in the proof of contradiction. So what I want to conclude in the sense, instead of taking likes of John comma peanuts, I want to conclude the statement not of likes of John comma peanuts. If I able to prove the statement of not of likes comma likes of John comma peanut, then I can conclude that the statement what they actually proved, that is John likes peanut, is wrong. Suppose if I'm not able to prove the statement that not of likes of John comma peanut, there's a statement what actually they are proved that likes of John comma peanut, which what we will call it as in John likes peanut, is the right one. So whenever a resolution is given for you students, you should understand very clear that whenever any statement is given to you, take it over for the resolution. Your first things to be attained over is you want to go for the negotiation of the given statement, which what we called as in refutation techniques, or we called as in a proof of contradiction. Okay, so likes of John comma peanuts will be taken in the form of not of likes of John comma peanut. What are the steps that we followed for the resolution? That is the main thing that we are going to be needed. First thing is convert of facts into the first order logic statement. So we have different kinds of facts. So the facts will be in the form of statements. So we want to convert the different kinds of facts to an first order logic statement. After converting to the first order logic statement, we want to convert it to the next level, which what we called as a CNF, which is derivedly called as an conjunctive normal form. This is what the specification which is mainly needed. Once if you go for the previous slide, that what we just told that P implies Q can you able to return with the equivalent statement known as a not of P or Q. Students, please write this particular statement, because while we deriving over the first order logic statement and then go to the CNF, definitely we need this formula to know about how the P implies Q can able to return in another form, which is what we call as an equivalent form that we will return as not of P or Q. So please note down this particular formula, that the P implies Q can also be written as not of P or Q. So the second resolution, which what we called as an convert the first order logic statement into an conjective normal form. So what is an conjective normal form? From the term itself, we can able to make it the conjunction. It is an approach to an Boolean logic that expresses formula as a conjunction of classes with an and or or. So which is especially used in an automated theorem and circuit theory. So the conjective normal form will give you the solution for the two kinds of problem that what the resolution want to avoid. One is the resolution will not accept the implication, resolution will not accept the biconditional. These two kinds of problem which is faced in the first order logic can able to rectified by the name of form which what we call as a conjective normal form. So conjective normal form will take the responsibility by using a Boolean logic, the formula which we applied for the conjunction with the name of and as well as an or logical gates. It gives the remedy for the statements by converting to a conjective normal form. Once you convert it to the conjective normal form, then negate the statement which what especially that you want to go for the proof. As in the previous slide, we just see the negotiation that the statement what we done it likes of John comma peanut can also be written as not of likes of John comma peanut. So any kind of proof is given for you, you take the proof in the contradiction form and try to prove the contradiction form. Okay, and the last one is the one what I just told. This is the one which what we called as a primary role of the resolution, which what we call as a unification. Especially when the term unification comes over it, make it in your mind that you want to go for the substitution, where the substitution is made in this, and the variable is going to be substituted with the constant. John is a constant that is going to be substituted with the name of variable x, y, z, depends upon the variable which is given over in the problem. So these are all the 4 steps that you want to follow it, especially when you want to take it to the resolution. I'm just again brief about what are the steps to be followed for the resolution. Number 1, conversion of facts into first order logic statements, and then convert the first order logic statement to an conjective normal form. And third one, negate the statement which needs to prove that what we call as a proof of contradiction, or we call as an refutation techniques. And the last one we call as an draw the resolution graph. Okay, that the resolution graph can be attained by the name of unification. So what we are going to do now, we are going to take a problem, or we are going to take a set of facts, and we first convert the facts to a first order logic statement. After converting to the first order logic statement, then we go for the conjective normal form. So this is the statements that we are having in the left hand side. These are all the different kinds of statements that what we want to convert it to the first order logic statement. So these are all the different kinds of facts available. What is the fact 1? John likes all kind of food. This is fact number 1. Fact number 2, apple and vegetables are food. Anything anyone eats and not killed is food. Anil eats peanut and still alive. Harry eats everything that Anil eats. John likes peanuts. So you can see there are different kinds of facts available. And the final statement, what I given over is the statement known as John likes peanut. This is the statement that I want to go for the proof by using the resolution. Okay, so you can see what is the first level of work that the resolution to be done. What is the first level of work? We want to convert all the facts to the first order logic statement, which is what we call as an FOL. So let me take the first statement. What is the first statement? John likes all kinds of food. So John likes all kinds of food will represent about the universal quantifier to be applied over there. Okay, so when you're applying the universal quantifier for all x, food of x, which implies likes of John comma x. So all kinds of food will be liked by John. That's what the statement I just want to conclude over here. Okay, all kinds of food for all x, food of x, which implies likes of John comma x. John will be liked by John will likes all the foods. The next statement is a very direct statement. Apple and vegetables are food. So apple and vegetables are food. We were able to make it. Food is a common predicate which represent about what the subject is or what the subject is doing. So here represent what the subject is. So we can write it food of apple, and we have an and symbol which is being represented by the conjunction and followed by food of vegetable. So the statement can able to written in the first order logic statement, food of apple and food of vegetables. What is the next statement? Anything anyone eats and not killed is food. So anything anyone. So here the anything anyone, we can also take it in the form of anyone. Here there is a contradiction is available that you can put it over whether there exists y or for all y. But anyway, there is not a problem over here. Why in the sense? Because in resolution we will not take much more concentration on the quantifiers, especially because once if you want to go for the resolutions, we want to remove all your existing qualifier that we will do in the further slides actually. So anything anyone eats and not killed is food can also be written as for all x for all y, eats of x comma y and not of killed of x, which implies food of y. So who is going to be eat over it, which is not to be killed, which what we call as an food. That is a statement that we can able to attain. Anil eats peanut and still alive. So Anil eats peanut. So eat is a predicate. Okay. So eats of Anil comma peanuts and still alive. So alive is a predicate. So I just write it alive of Anil. So this is a statement I can able to written over there. Hari eats, that is Harry eats everything that Anil eats. So when I take it this particular statement, what are all the foods which is taken by Harry, okay, which is also taken by Anil. That is what the statement is come to conclude over here. So that statement can also be written as for all x eat of Anil comma x, okay, which implies eats of Harry comma x. So what are the food which is taken by Anil, okay, which is also taken by Harry. This is a statement that is going to be concluded with the statement of an first order logic statement with the facts. Harry eats everything that Anil eats. So you can see that there are some kind of additional predicates is being added. Okay, so especially regarding the proof, what we are having, what is our present proof in the sense, our present proof is we want to go for John likes peanuts. Prove that the John likes peanuts. This is a statement. Okay, so how can I able to conclude this statement in the sense, because the previous facts are available to know about that particular, because John likes all kinds of food, especially apple and vegetables are food, and Anil eats peanut and still alive. So these are all the statements to be concluded over to make the statement that John likes peanuts. But why the additional predicates is being added? See, especially when you are taking to the resolution, there is a query is given, because already I told at the starting of the presentation why specifically we are coming for the resolution. Because first both your forward chaining and backward chaining cannot able to take a query. So cannot able to take a query in the sense cannot able to prove the query. Okay, so that particular moment of time, the different interpretation will be given to the system. Once, for example, I'm just giving alive. Okay, what is the another name of an alive? Not killed. So if the system is ready to take different kinds of interpretation which is given by the user. So if the statement is given alive, then you also want to take on what is the contradictory statement, not the contradictory statement, what is the equivalent statement that to be needed, that is also to be acceptable. Okay, so I'm just putting a statement that Kumar is alive. Okay, so the same statement I also take it in the different manner that Kumar is not killed. So if the Kumar is not killed, it means that the Kumar is alive. So both the statements are coming to say so the same kind of meaning, but the different of the statement is given over it. So system should not confuse over with the interpretation once they are given the two statements that Kumar is alive and the next statement is Kumar is not killed. So what the statement that you want to conclude over in the sense not of killed will also be reply over the name of an alive of X and alive of X which is also to be taken in the not of killed of X. So if any one of the statement is given over that it should consider that they are alive. They are not killed. So that is why they are taken the added predicates. But anyway, present to the resolution, whatever we are going to conclude over this statement is not taken much more interest. But in case of future, I just want to mention that John is not being killed or John is alive. Prove that the John is alive or John is not killed. So that particular moment of time, the statement says over it. For example, some other statement is available. Anil eats peanut and still alive. So prove that Anil is alive. But the statement I'm just proving the statement is the statement of proof we will call it with the name of an Anil not killed. but the statement is compromising over with the alive, but I'm putting a statement of not killed. So how these two statements will go for compromise? So that is why when you are doing this kind of resolution, there should be have some kind of common meaning statements, and where the system should understand with different meaning should not be made it, so that the contradictory statement should not be given to the system. So if any kind of statement is available, we want to add some additional predicates for that. So this is the two additional predicates I've been added. One predicate which what we called as in for all x not of killed of x, which is implies that alive of x, and the next statement we called as in for all x alive of x, which implies not of killed of x. So these are the two predicates we are added. Additional with this, we want to prove the last statement, which what we called as in John likes peanuts, can also be written as likes of John comma peanuts. So let we go to the next level. What is the next level? We want to convert the first order logic to an conjective normal form. So before going to conjective normal form, because the second step take more kind of intention, especially in the resolution form, because we want to do one or more rules and regulations that to be applied over in the conjective normal form. So before we are going to the conversion of the given first order logic statement to the conjective normal form, let me identify what we need to do or what we should not do it. So that we will see in the next slide. So how to convert the first order logic statement to an CNF form. So you can see some of the representation which is given over here. Replace the implication symbol with the equivalent representation, like convert P implies Q can also be written as not of P or Q. Students, please note down this particular formula, because this formula will be used once if you are taking this particular formula to an first order logic statement, and using this formula we are going to convert it to the conjective normal form. For example, you can see the first statement. What is the first statement? For all x foot of x which implies likes of John comma Q. So this statement is looking like P implies Q. So the P implies Q can also be written as not of P or Q, which means that we want to make it not of foot of x or likes of John comma x. So that is a statement that you want to given for here. Okay. So the next statement we called as a biconditional statement. So biconditional statements can able to return like P biconditional statements Q, which is being written as P implies Q and Q implies P. Once we return this statement, then we can able to know how to convert that the P implies Q. So P implies Q can also be written as not of P or Q. So when you apply the not symbol inside over there, the un symbol will be converted to an R symbol. Then again we go for a Q of implies of P, which is being written as a not of Q or Q. So that P. So that is what the statement that you can able to conclude over it. So if you know the first statement very clearly with the implication statement, that is being applied everywhere. For example, I given some of the examples for you also. PhD of X, which implies I qualified of X. So PhD of X, which implies highly qualified of X. So this statement, when you convert this first order logic statement to an CNF form, see how they are written over it. So the first part will be called as a P, and second part will be called as a Q. So the first part will be taken as a not of P, which what we call as a not of PhD of X, or okay, because the or symbol is available, followed by we just written the statement known as a highly qualified of X. Suppose the statement is being given like this: not of PhD of X implies early earning of X. When this particular statement is available, okay, how to convert this statement? So when I taking this convert, we want to apply the not, but already the not is applied. So the not and not will go for the substitution. So that particular moment of time, we will get only PhD of X or followed by early earning of X. So this is a statement that you can able to return over it. The same way you can see the third statement, highly qualified of X, which implies rich of X. When this statement will be converted to an CNF form, again see the formula, P implies Q can also be written as not of P or Q. So that particular moment of time, the P will be considered as highly qualified and Q should be considered as rich of X. So that particular statement we can written as not of highly qualified of X or rich of X. So this is the way where the statement can able to return once if you want to convert it to an CNF form actually. Okay, so these are all the different kinds of the representation that how we can able to convert, which will contain about the De Morgan's law or the commutative law, and there are distributive law. There are different kinds of mathematical derivations, and the proof of concepts is being available at the background of resolutions. So how to make it this particular one? When P or Q, when I've been applying the not, okay, then automatically that will be taken to an vice versa. That is the statement not of P and not of Q. The statement when we want to convert it, the negotiation which has been when it has been applied to inside the particular parenthesis, then automatically we will the and symbol that is an conjunctive symbol will be converted to an disjunction symbol. So this is where it has been applied. So especially you can see the last one or the last two things for a negotiation symbol followed by for all xp. So when the negotiation symbol is being applied, it is mean that there exists x and followed by not of b. When the last one negotiation symbol followed by the there exists x will be converted to for all x not of p. Students, please note down this kind of derivations of formula, because once if you are converting the first order logic to an CNF form, we need all this kind of an practice, because this practice will be able to know how the real time resolution example that what we just taken in the form of John likes peanuts, the different kinds of facts we want to convert it. So we able to know and identify how to convert that kind of first order logic statement to an CNF form. So again, I'm giving another one set of practice to you how the first order resolution will be made. Okay, because I want to get some more inputs to you to clarify before going to convert the given first order logic statement to the CNF. See the first one. For all x p of x, which implies q of x, and given p of a, then proof is q of a. Okay, so what they are coming to say so in the sense lowercase or letters are the variables, which is mean that x are the variables and uppercase letters are constants. So uppercase letters are constant. So if you want to understand this particular thing, I will tell you very clearly. Karthik likes ice cream. So this is a statement. So likes of Karthik comma ice cream. So Karthik is a constant. If I'm writing that particular statement as a common statement, then I will write as a statement known as a likes of x comma ice cream. So now you can understand what is that x. So x is a variable and Karthik is a constant. So the same way here, for all x p of x, which implies q of x with the given of p of a, I can able to prove the q of a. So here the capital A, which is the representation of an constant, that is a finally I'm going to substitute it with the name of x, and x to be the variable which can able to take a constant a or a b, whatever the values that is being applied over there. So you can see the example in what way this proof can able to conclude it. For all x p of x, which implies q of x, this statement can able to written as all men are mortal. Yes, all men are mortal. That is a statement that we want to conclude, or that is a statement that you want to accept. The next statement is Socrates is a man. So here Socrates is a constant that is going to be applied with the name of x actually. So Socrates is a man, so Socrates is also mortal. Okay, so this statement, how this statement can able to take into the CNF. So you can see that the second level of CNF, which is being taken, that for all x not of p of x, and followed by we just apply or of q of x. So now we can able to understand that p implies q can able to return in the form of not of p or q. So that is what the derivation is being applied. So the second level, what we done it, we convert the first order logic statement which is been available with the simplification, that we converted the equivalent statement that is not of p of x or q of x. And the third level, what we done it in the sense, that's what the third level we called as an unification. Before applying the unification, we want to go for the substitution. That's what done it. Okay, so substitute a for the x till it is true. This is what the example that we can given for the propositional resolutions to be given over here. Okay, so now we can able to see the last one, that the not of p of a or q of a with the given of p of a, then we can able to prove the q of a. So this is a statement. So you can see the level of approach how they done it. So initially they take the first order logic statement. Second level they applied they remove the implication by applying the equivalent statement. And third level they are substituting the with the name of an constant in the name of in the place of variable actually. That is very important. So now we can go to the second step. So in the second step, now you get a very clarification. Again, I'm just making that statement to be reminder for you. P implies Q can also be written as not of P or Q. So you can see the first statement. What is the first statement? For all x, foot of x, which implies likes of John comma x, this statement, okay, can able to written like this. For all x, this foot of x will be called as a P, and likes of John comma x will be called as a Q. Okay, so this statement will be written as for all x, not of foot of x, or you can see the statement that is being changing. There is no implication is available. That's what also I'm just putting in the red line about eliminate all implication, and then we want to go for rewrite the statement. So for all x, not of foot of x, and likes of John comma x. This is a statement that we have been applied over here. What is the next statement? Foot of apple and foot of vegetables. See, this foot of apple and foot of vegetables, this is a conjunctive symbol which has been available. But in case of future, if there isn't any kind of an statement, but that specifically we need a simple facts, because I can able to consider that foot of apple and foot of vegetable as a two facts. Foot of apple will be one fact and foot of vegetable in another fact. So in future, it is possible for me to write it as an individual statement instead of going for the conjunctive statement. But at present, it has been habit for that, because at the present we want to convert only we want to remove the amplification. So the statement as it were. So what is the third statement? So third statement, for all x, for all y, each of x comma y and not of killed of x, which implies foot of y. So you can able to see that each of x comma y and not of killed of x, this is been completely will be taken in the form of p, and the foot of y will be completely in the name of q. Okay, so what I've been made in the sense, I want to apply the negotiation symbol for the eat of x comma y and not of killed of x. That is why I just applied over here. But I want to make this and symbol to be passed over inside this parenthesis, so that it will be change all the values. So that we will do in the next level. Okay, so the same thing it is been followed for all other peoples. For all x, eat of Anil comma x, which implies eat of Harry comma x, this statement will be taken in the form of p implies q, which has been equivalent statement not of p or q. So you can see that the statement which has been available over here, we can able to write it as a not of eat of Anil comma x or eat of Harry comma x. So this is a statement we can able to make it out. The same statement which has been applied for the last two peoples, which we added as a predicates. And finally, we concluded with the statement that John likes peanut will be written as the statement known as and likes of John comma peanut. See, here the statement is a direct statement by mentioning there is no variable is available, because they have the direct constant by mentioning about, for example, if I'm having a statement like likes of x comma y, that particular moment of time x and y to be called as a variable. But here the statement are available very clearly that that the likes of John comma peanut. So this statement is very clearly making to you. So that is the one proof that we want to do it. Okay, so let me go for the next level. So what is the next level? We are moving the negotiation symbol inside over the formula or inside over the CNF form to be converted to the CNF form. So you can see the third statement, because other statements we are directly written over it. The third statement is the one. So what is the statement available over here? For all x, for all y, we want to take it this negotiation symbol inside this parenthesis. So that particular moment of time, not of eat of x comma y, here the conjunction symbol is available, which what we call as a logical connectivity named and. When the negotiation symbol is being passed, it will be converted to disjunction, which what we call as an OR connectivity. So you can see that replication is available over here, or followed by killed of x or foot of y. So the statements you can see very clearly how it has been formed over here. The same thing you can see all other statements which has been applied over here. That is when I been applied over the not symbol, the not and not will be cancelled. We will get only killed of x and or alive of x. So this is a statement that you can able to clearly know about how the negotiation symbols will be applied, because we want to eliminate the amplification. So this is a second level of work, which what we call as a conjunctive normal form. So what is the third level? Okay, so the third level is if you want to go for substitution of a variables, then we need different kinds of variables to be given for each and every one. So you can see that that is what we done it in the third level before you are going for the negotiation of the resolution that you want to take it to the proof of contradiction. So what I'm just going to do in the sense, I'm just going to apply some of the variable names instead of applying the same variable name. So sir, why we want to do like this in the sense, when we are applying different variables names, then the substitutions will not be make it same, because each and every statements are different actually. Foot of x is been one statement and eat of x comma y. So if I'm going to make it, for example, I'm just make it x to be substituted by any other variable, sorry, any other constant, that particular moment of time it is also replied on the eat. So that is not the right one, because if some statement is going to be different, so that particular moment of time, if I'm not changing that variable name, then any constant is being applied, then the constant is being applied more than one particular statement. So that is not the right one. So very simply what you can able to do it, the two option I can able to given for you. One option is on the slide. That is you can able to given different kinds of variable name for each and every one. Or you can go for the next practice. That is you can give x1, x2, x3 Like that, you can give the variable name so that you can able to conclude that x1 to be substituted by some constant, x3 is going to be substituted by some constant. So this is the third level of work in the CNF that you want to done it with the renaming of variables. The mainly why we are doing this renaming of variables in the sense we want to go for substitution in future, especially once if you go for unification. So that's what we dunning over this particular one. And the last line that I given in the likes of John comma Peanut, that is the proof that I want to take it out. So what is the step before I'm going to do, before I'm going for the negotiation, or before I'm going to apply the proof of contradiction, or before I'm going for the refutation technique? What I want to do it in the sense I want to remove the essential quantifiers if anything is been available, which what we called as comalization. Okay, so this comalizations is a one which represent, it is a procedure used when there is a requirement of a reduction of any first order logic statement. Okay, and this is usually done when there is a need for proving a theorem by using a programming. So this comalizations is going to be applied when, in the sense when there is any kind of a reduction is going to be made, especially when you want to remove the essential quantifier, that particular moment of time you can able to apply this actually. But at present, the statement whatever we are having over with our resolution, the statement is not available with any, we not available with any other quantifier, which what we call as an existing quantifier, existing quantifier we are not available over here, so we don't want to worry about it. But in future, if any other resolution we are taken, we definitely want to eliminate the essential quantifier if anything is available. Okay, so we go to the next level of work. So what is the next level of work? We want to drop the universal quantifier. So you can see the stage by stage how the value, how the problems are faced. First thing is we are converting the first order logic statement to the conjunctive normal form by using the amplification symbol. Next level is we are renaming the variable, and the third level is we are removing the essential quantifier, and the fourth level is we are come to the conclusion of drop the universal quantifiers. So once if you drop the universal quantifiers, now you are getting the right values. With this values you can go for the resolution, because once if you want to have the resolutions, you should not have an amplification, and you should drop the essential as well as your universal quantifiers. Generally you can able to make it as an we want to remove the quantifiers. Once you remove all these quantifiers, then now you are ready to go for the substitution with the different kinds of substitution variable you are having. But finally we are coming with the proved one that what we want to take it the likes of John comma Peanut. So you can see in this presentation that I've been removed all the universal quantifiers which has been applied before. So this is a universal quantifier, whatever it has been applied over here. I've been removing all the universal quantifiers and been writing only the set of values which is been containing the three kinds of logical connectivities. Make it in your mind, that is what the resolution will accept. One is your negotiation symbol, that this definitely should be available because we are taking the contradiction statements, and the two logical connectivities are applicable. One is your conjunction as well as your distinction. Okay, and this is step 3. So what is step 3? Actually we want to negate the statement to be proved. So we can apply the negotiation to the conclusion of statement which is written as not of likes of John comma Peanut. This is a statement I want to prove. Student, that is what we are started with the step 3 of the resolution 1. So whatever the proof of statement is given is likes of John comma Peanuts, but we want to negate the statement to be proved, which what we called as a not of likes of John comma Peanuts. So this statement should be taken in this form. So once this statement is taken in this form, then you can go for the direct one, which what we called as a fourth step. You can draw a graph with the substitution with the name of unification, that the final one you can able to take it out. So this is a final step, that what we are going to draw a graph as a resolution. You can see that my proof is, I want to take a proof, then I want to compensate with which are all the statements that is able to compensate the present proof. So the presently I am having the proof known as an knots of likes comma knots of likes of John comma Peanut. This is a statement I want to prove, because what is step 3 mentioned? Step 3, I want to take the negotiation statement to be proved. That is the statement I've been taken. Then using the statement, I will compare with the statement which kind of statements can able to compensate, or which kind of statement can I able to go for substitutions. So you can see that the first statement which is having over here, not of foot of X or likes of John comma X. So here you can see that X. So if X is being replaced by Peanuts, then likes of John comma Peanuts will be striked out, because not symbol in one end, another the normal one is available. So these two things will go for strikeout. Then we get only the resolution. So this is the statement I want to prove. So what is step 4? Step 4 is we want to negate the statement to be proved. So we can apply the negotiation symbol. So not of food of peanut. This is a statement that we'll get it over it. This is what the statement available. Okay, so now you can see that not of likes of John comma peanuts. The next statement that you want to take it is nots of food of X or likes of John comma X. Here X will be replaced with the name of peanut. So what the statement that we will make it in the sense not of food of peanuts or likes of John comma peanuts. Now the likes of John comma peanuts and these two things will be go for strikeout, and one thing's only to be left, that is not of food of peanuts. When I take it not of food of peanuts, then we want to make it which are all the equivalent statement that is able to compensate, in the sense we have the statements available 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth statement is available, that is not of eat of y comma z or killed of y or foot of z. So this statement that foot of z can able to replace with the name of foot of peanuts. So that statements will be erased. So you can see that z is going to be replaced by the peanuts. Now you can understand why the different variables names is given over here, because the statements are different. So when the statements are different, then we want to take different kinds of input inside that particular statement. That is why they are taken over that particular action. So you can see over here now the in the name of z, the peanut is going to be replaced. So once it is replaced, then we get a statement known as a not of each of peanuts y comma peanuts and not of kill or of kill comma y. So this statement is again substituted with another statement that eats of Anil comma peanut. This is a direct statement. So when this direct statement is being given, then y should be substituted with the name of Anil. So that true statement will be go for striked out, and we have one statement known as in killed of Anil. That is why now you can see that killed of Anil. When this killed of Anil, the statement is available, then we want to take the negotiation statement to be made it. So we know the what is the alternate statement, not of alive of K or not of killed of K. So this is a statement that has been available. So Anil is going to be replaced with the name of K. So that will be erased. And finally, we have an not of alive of Anil. Then that is being taken over. See, what you are going to conclude on this resolution, in the sense, when you are getting a null statement at the last, which means that you are not able to prove the statement that not of likes of John comma peanuts is not right. Why? In the sense, I will give you two kinds of interpretation. One is initial stage itself, it is striked out that the statement is not right. At the final stage also, you can able to conclude that there is no further extension of facts, or there is no further extension of the conversion of the symbols is available to prove that the conclusion is being right or actually. Okay, so that you can able to conclude the statement that John likes peanuts is the right one, because I cannot able to conclude the statement, the statement that knots of likes of John comma peanut, I cannot able to prove that statement. So what the statement is come to say is over that the statement John likes peanuts is the right one. So now you can understand how the resolution take the statement. Resolution take the statement of negotiation and they've been applied to the protocol. What is the protocol we applied? Number one, convert the given statement to the first order logic statement. Number two, convert the given first order logic statement to a conjunctive normal form. When you want to convert to the conjunctive normal form, there are different kinds of procedures to be followed. With the procedure one, you want to remove the amplification. Procedure two, you want to remove the what we can able to make it in the sense we want to remove the extensional and universal quantifiers, and you want to apply the negotiation symbols based upon the amplification which is being applied over here. And finally, we want to rename the variables, and then you can take the proof, and what the proof that you are having in your hand, take the negotiation of that proof, then come to the graph of the resolution, and you can go for substitution over there. Okay, so once the substitutions are made and finally you are ended with the null symbol, that is the meaning that ends the negotiation of conclusion has been proved as a complete contradiction with the given set of statement. That is the statement very clearly given over it. Make it the statement again. I am read over the statement. Ends the negotiation of the conclusion has been proved as a complete contradiction. What is the meaning of complete contradiction? The sense the statement is not matched. That is, John likes peanuts is right. John not likes peanut is not the right statement, because it's a complete contradiction statement, because the statement I cannot able to prove. If I'm not able to prove, then I want to accept the statement that John likes peanuts is the right one. So from this statement, you can able to understand that when the query is given to the resolution, which is not solved by the forward and backward chaining, that particular problem will be identified, and that particular problem will be taken to different kinds of protocols by applying different kinds of rules and eliminations and substitutions. And finally, we concluded with the statement that John likes peanuts is the right one. Okay, and that is the complete contradiction of statement has been proved over here. I think students, you can understand what is resolution, why we are coming for the resolution, what is the protocol is being applied for the resolution, and I given some of the examples. When the resolution should be given for this first order logic statement, what kind of an background mathematical formulas that you should know it, that everything we see it in this resolution in the part 1 of the resolution. So in the next level we go for taken some other examples that we give more clarification related to the resolution. Thank you students, and for further videos you visit arnai.org/STEM. Thank you.